got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ready, ready. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Joseph's got it. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Lance. That's complete to Pierce. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Lance. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Hut. 52 blaster. Right.
Lance looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Lance looking to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff. Set
to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Looking deep for Adams. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 13. Pierce takes it straight ahead. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Once more, it's Pierce. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught here by Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Lance. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Pierce on the counter. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown 49ers. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Pierce now up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go again with Pierce. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. And Lance now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Joseph's got it, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a handoff for Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out to his left. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's complete to Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going for it with Pierce. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Claws red.
And they'll go for it. Lance sliding out of the pocket. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Give left side for Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Pierce will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, right?
They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. This was a very close